Oh, that's much, much better. Looks good. All right, guys. We are going to start this up. So, yes, of course, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is out. And I'm going to open a collector booster box for you guys, courtesy of Anthony, one of our military workers who's actually being a hero right now out there saving the United States of America. Thank you very much for your service, sir. We're going to be opening this up, and these hopefully we get some good pulls for him, and yeah, he'll be happy to see what we get. We'll start off by showing the box topper here. Sadaru Umazawa, that ninja, I had to make a deck personally for myself for this one. So this is always a good one to get. So if you bought a box, if you pre-ordered, because I think they ran out because of my LGS, they ran out. I am flabbergasted. I never thought that they would sell out in a matter of hours on Kamigawa. I don't know what the hype is about. Well, I do know what the hype is about, but I'm surprised to see the hype. So, yeah, people buying it all up. So that's gonna be that number one winner right there. So we're gonna just plug that over here. He's our beginner promo slash mythic slash rare. It's rare. It's a rare card, but that's in the mythic category in my heart. That art is done by the artist who did the Metal Gear Solid cover art. So it is gorgeous. I'm pretty sure if y'all saw the game that we played, the Commander game last week, or well, dropped Wednesday, you saw me piloting that guy there, and yeah, I almost did the thing. I won't spoil the spoiler, so if you see, I almost spoiled it. But if you want to check it out, definitely go check out that video. Let me know what you think. I think it was a really good video, very fun. The new Kamigawa commanders are awesome. They're exciting, and yeah. But I just want to share some of the love with you. So we're gonna move forward. Gonna open this box here. That beautiful art on the front. It's crazy wacky. We got the Rat Samurai on a motorcycle. So when we first saw this image, so surprised, was so confused. The Kiba gang is now a Reckoner gang, and they kind of look out for themselves, and they're tech ninjas, and they go in, and vehicles are a thing. So there is that one legendary rat pilot, Greasefang. So she's pretty dope. And then you got a bunch of other just ninja rats, and I'm pretty sure they can pilot vehicles with no problem. But you got the back here, just so y'all can see it. Cutting edge booster technology. We're cybernetically enhanced these Kamigawa Neon Dynasty boosters with tons of exciting cards and special treatments. Here's a download. Each booster contains traditional foils, showcase samurai, and ninja cards, extended art cards, a full Yukiyoi land, probably pronounced that wrong, and a combination of 5 rares or mythics. You might even discover a special foil etched or neon ink foil card. The future is now. I may mispronounce some names, so just so y'all know ahead of time, I apologize. So I am going to go ahead and open this up. This is for you, Anthony. Let's get in here and see what we got, sir. See what we got for you. Definitely feel free if y'all checking it out. Leave any comments in the chat. I'll definitely be happy to reply back to you and all that good stuff. Let me see something here. Hold on one second. Let's see. But I should be able to catch y'all in the chat here if y'all have any comments or anything. So let's go ahead without further ado. We will open this bad boy up. The gold is real. Let's see. Neon Dynasty. What do we really want to hit here? The dragons are awesome. They're pretty cool. I'm hearing that Beseju land, the green one, is top tier. So that would be a great one to hit. So we shall see. We shall see. So let's start. Let's pull these bad boys out. It's what? Only 12 packs, right? So not a whole lot to go through, which is kind of nice in my opinion. You just got a whole lot of heat right there in these boxes. Oh, let's move that out the way. Cool. Make some room here. Let me fold that up there. All right. We're going to move through these packs. Let's put them all to the side. And then we're going to get into this bad boy. First pack. Let's light it up, see how it goes. Alrighty, let's hit some hot fire, right? Let's hit some hot fire. Alright, first pack opens. Let's see here. Alrighty, a Twisted Embrace in foil. Can y'all see? I want to make sure that we're not getting that defocus thing going on. It does that sometimes. Let me make sure I get it right here. Give me 1 second. Here we go. See if we can get that lighting on point. Get that. All right, that glare out. Yeah, so we should be able to see here. Twisted Embrace. I'm not sure if y'all seen any of these cards. I won't stick too long on the commons for everybody's sake, but for right now, this one is a 2 and a 2 black enchanted artifact. Oh man, I just feel like it's kind of like we're getting a little blurriness going on. If y'all can see it, just, you know, let me know if y'all can't see it. But enchant artifact or creature you control. When Twisted Embrace enters the battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker upon it controls. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +1/+1. So I don't know if it's a foiliness kind of kicking back on here, but we're gonna try to make it through. All right. We're gonna go, and if y'all can't see, definitely leave it in the comments and let me know. Let's see here. Ecologist Terrarium. Like I said, my English no good. I do feel like this is kind of blurry, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get this thing looking even better. We want to have clear vision here, right? Clear vision. Clear vision. Let me just check the settings here, make sure we're good. Alrighty, hopefully that come out better. Alright. Or could it be the lens? Everything else looks in focus, right? Yeah. So let me maybe angle it a little bit. We can get it better. Is that better, guys? All right, cool. That does look a lot better on my end. Ecologist Therium. So it's just a regular common, nothing special about it. Enters the battlefield. You may search your library for a basic card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Tap to pay 2, tap, sacrifice. Ecologist Terrarium. Put a +1/+1 count on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. So nothing super special there. You got the Dockside Chef. He is a sack outlet. It's a 1-drop, so he's not the worst. Let me check one thing, guys. So yeah, that's that guy there. Cool. We got a Replication Specialist. He's pretty cool if you're running artifacts, so you'll like this guy. Definitely if you're into the artifact game. Let me... Oh my goodness. Wow, I just feel like this coloring is like a little bit off. Cool. Alrighty. Maybe it's all the foil and the shinies. I don't know. It is a lot of brightness going on here, you know. Could very well be what we're getting. Befriending the Moths. Another interesting one here. I like this. It's one of those flip enchantments. Turns into a moth or whatever. This card right here itself, it might not be the best one, but it's cool. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. It does that 2 times, and then the last time you exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield, transform under your control. And then it turns into this Imperial Moth. It's just a flying 2/4. Alrighty, and now we get into these hot lands. That's what I'm talking about. Hot lands, hot lands. I wonder if you think the pink in the background might be a little too much for this with the hold on. That could very well be what's causing our little hiccup here. It's just the background. If we need to, I can take the what's the name off. We got some heat in the background. I know I'm spoiling some stuff here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure we get a good image for y'all. Um, Here we go with the fully forest. Can't beat that. We'll put the lands together because those lands are fire. Jukai Training. This card, I love the freaking art on this card. If the card itself was better, oh my gosh. It's basically just old school Kamigawa Samurai. So it just puts a +1 counter. Basically has Bushido 1 if it blocks, if it gets blocked or if it blocks somebody. So it becomes 3/3. Lovely art though. I love these alternate arts for the cards. It's amazing. Guys, I'm going to see if we take out this background, if it fixes anything, just in case. Maybe it might be the Wanderer is too powerful with her images that were coming out slightly blurry. Let's see here. Before we get too far into the stream, right? Hold on 1 second, guys. We're just gonna go with the straight black background. So unprofessional. I know, guys. I'm sorry. Is that showing up a little bit better? Stop. No spoilers. Hold on. So now we can position this light a little bit better. Sorry, guys. Brother gotta apologize a little bit for this one. You know. Last time I did the stream, it came out perfectly fine. I don't know what the coloring is, what the issue with the coloring is today. We just got a little bit of technical difficulty. Sorry there. I don't think that fixed it too much. Oh, man. We just got a little bit of blurriness. And if, like I said, if it's not blurry, please feel free to let me know if it looks fine on your end. Let's see here. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's continue on. Moving past her. We got the Peerless Samurai. She's dope. She's a 2 and a 2 colors and a red. Human Samurai Menace. Whenever a Samurai warrior you control attacks alone, the next spell you cast this turn costs 1 less to cast. It's a 2/3. Now this goes very well with Ryu. It's one of the other cards in the pack, in the decks or whatever, or in the set. He's a Boros commander, and he's really good. Because he'll let you basically have 2 combats if you attack alone, which allows her, if she can survive the attacks, it'll make something 2 less because she'll get those 2 attacks. So maybe something to think about when using her. But she's a Foley girl, so she's pretty nice. Cool coming. Coiling Stalker. I'm not the biggest fan of snakes. This is a snake ninja. Not my cup of tea, but when it deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control that doesn't have a +1/+1 counter on it. So it basically helps modify creatures, and it has ninjutsu, so 1 in green. And in this set, we now have green ninjas to everybody's surprise. So that's definitely one of those newer things, because they did not have these green ninjas in the last set. So, well, last Kamigawa. So that's a new thing there. So enjoy and love it. It's a cool snake. Another ninja here, Infiltrate, Ink Rise Infiltrator. She's a human ninja, 1 in a black, flying, 3 in a black. She can basically get +2/+2 until end of turn. So she's automatically flying, so that's cool. So she's evasive. She's a 1/2 ninja, so helps you get in, do some damage. And then for whatever reason, I was thinking that if you had to pay the mana to get the flying, but she flies off bat. So really, as a 2-drop, she's actually really good because people can't block flyers that well. So yeah, maybe I'll consider rerunning her as well in the future. So cool. Oh, Kadoosh. Look at that slam dunk there. 1,000 Face Shadow in the full. Yeah, buddy. Now this guy was really slept on. He's one of those flyers as well. His ninjutsu is what's really hot though. Hold on 1 second. Yes. He has a really good ability. He's dope. Cause he drops down as a 1. He's a 1/1 flyer. So early game you can use him in the beginning to get you some attack through or whatever, surprising people, and especially when you don't do any crazy ninjutsu at first. But then when you pop off with him, he is on and popping. He's 2 and 2 blue to ninjutsu. Whenever a Thousand Face Shadow enters the battlefield from your hand, if it's attacking, create a token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. The token enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. Now, the cool part about this is because it's tapped and attacking, the other person can't block. So I actually used this in a game actually yesterday. And I did some combat damage on somebody. So I attacked with this one, got over on that person, and I had another creature attacking, ninjutsu'd out this card for another ninja. Then I ninjutsu'd it back in with a Blightsteel Colossus on the field, made a copy of the Blightsteel Colossus going towards the other player, and because we was already past blockers, that Colossus already got through for free. And I was able to kill the other guy too, just because. So this is a really cool card that's good early game and good late game, and I guess a good game ender. He's a rare. We'll put him up here on top. And we got our second rare, Myojin of Cryptic Dreams, 5 and 3 blue. Spirit legendary creature, 3/3. These are the Myojins. These are the new Myojins after the original ones from Kamigawa. Myojin of Cryptic Dreams enters the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it if you cast it from your hand. So these guys don't make great commanders, just so y'all know, because you have to play it from your hand to get the indestructible counter. But the cool thing about it is, if you have any kind of proliferation or any way to put indestructible counters on it, you can keep on doing this ability repeatedly. Remove an indestructible counter from Myojin of Cryptic Dreams. Copy target permanent spell you command 3 times. The copies become tokens. So that's pretty cool. So you can cast, I mean, you really don't need an Omniscience, but a Blightsteel Colossus, I mean, almost anything, that you want to do that's not legendary, unless you have something on the field that keeps you from having to sack legendaries. But yeah, you can go ham with it under the right circumstances. So not a bad card at all. Putting rares here. Oh, first pack. Did we not call or talk about this? Anthony, you are a happy man. Boseiju, who endures. Legendary land, tap for 1 green, but the channel is what you want. 1 and a green, discard Boseiju, who endures, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land an opponent controls. That player may search their library for a land card with a basic land type. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control. So that is dope. So you literally more than likely are going to be playing this for 1 green. And because it's channeling, there's really not much interaction that a person can do at the moment. That's the big thing about these lands, is you can't really interact with that channel. So it pretty much goes through for the moment. So it's very hard to stifle that. So definitely a big one there, and the people do like this land. We'll put that in that rare pile. We have the Invoke Calamity with the special art. This is kind of cool. It's 1 and 4 red. You may cast up to 2 instant and or sorcery spells with total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard and or hand without paying their mana cost. If those spells would be put into your graveyard, exile them instead. Exile Invoke Calamity. So cool one there. This one's actually very useful too if you're running in mono red especially, but it can work in some if you're splashing another color as well. Just let you play stuff out of graveyard. Man, yeah, you can hit somebody with that double whammy. Not a bad card at all. Man, and this pack does not disappoint. Yet again, Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. This is the borderless with the freaking foil. So as we know, Tezzeret is on Kamigawa, and he is the reason why the Wanderer's spark went off, because he was trying to mess with Kyodai and set off freaking the Emperor of Kamigawa, who is now the Wanderer. So yeah, long story there. The first activated ability of an artifact that you activate each turn costs 2 less to activate, +2, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. -2, target artifact becomes an artifact creature. If it's a vehicle, it has base, power, and toughness for 4. -6, you get an emblem with whenever a artifact you control becomes tapped, draw a card. It comes in with 4 loyalty. So this bad boy is the truth. That's the mythic of the pack. And yeah, Anthony, yeah, this pack is dope just to begin off with. And then for the token, you have a ninja, the unblockable ninja, which is Kaito's unblockable ninja, and a samurai on the backside. So really good there. Really good there. All right. Let's go for pack number 2. That was all the first pack, guys. Collector boosters hitting. Already strong. Already strong. So let's see if we can keep that going. Let's see. All right. Flip this bad boy over. We're going to go through the comments a little bit faster this time. Jukai Preserver. I'm pretty sure y'all, if y'all open some packs, y'all seen this stuff already. Peerless Samurai. This is just the original art of her. Yeah, Reinforced Ronin. This card is if you going for a real quick run and gun, slap somebody real quick, this is that guy for you. I think he'll be super strong in standard, maybe not so much more in commander. Leech Gauntlet. This is one of those equipment artifact creatures. So you can cast it as a creature, but at any time on your turn, you can well, not anytime. It's at sorcerer speed. It's just like an equipment. You can equip it to a creature. It's called Reconfigure. This one reconfigures for 4. It gives that creature lifelink. When it is equipped, though, it's no longer a creature. But if somebody was to board wipe, everything dies, but it stays behind as a creature, unless they're blown up artifacts. Another one of those enchantments. Boseiju reaches skyward. We'll do the first pip is going to be search a library for up to 2 basic forest cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. The second one is put up to 1 target land card from your graveyard on top of your library. And when it exiles itself and comes back, it comes back as Branch of Boseiju, a reach creature. Branch of Boseiju gets +1/+1 for each land you control. So if you're into the enchantments, there is a commander that can be used for the sagas or whatever. You know, this is that dude. So put that down there. And then we got another Foily land, the forest. The forests are real here. We are all about the forest in this box. Heir of the Ancient Fang. Another one of those alternate art commons. And then we got a shiny Eganjo Enforcer. This guy is pretty cool. He's a low tier just common enchantment creature. But I mean, he attacks with power. So it's kind of a cool little concept. So he's going to come at you and he's going to do his thing when it's time to attack. So yeah, don't be surprised. But probably another card you'll see in standard. Moon Circuit Hacker. It's a ninjutsu 1 blue. It's a 2-drop. So if you need to just drop it and to have it as a blocker, you can. Whenever Moon Circuit Hacker deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless Moon Circuit Hacker enters the battlefield this turn. So unless you get to draw a card at the first ninjutsu, but after that, that's a wrap. You'll just be discarding a card. So he's just a looter. The Kuchi Shadow Walker. This is an ogre ninja. Ogres apparently don't make the greatest of ninjas because he's just a vanilla 4 ninjutsu, hit you for 5 damage ninja. So not gonna be flying most things, but limited. He'll probably smack hard. So he's foil. March of Swirling Mist. Ooh, this one actually, people slept on this a little bit. The people I came across kind of were like, oh, I don't know about this card, not too fond of it. But it's one of those cards that's going to let you pay it for a small amount of mana. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may exile any number of blue cards from your hand. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled this way. So basically, every blue card gives you 2 colorless. Up to X target creatures phase out. So if you want to protect yourself from getting murdered on one of your turns, if you got some extra blue cards you're not using in your hand, you can exile those after you activate it with 1 blue, or you can just pay the mana and phase those creatures out. This makes a great defensive card, but it also makes a great defensive card, but it also makes a great offensive card as well. So if you imagine running something like Satoru Umezawa, and you have some ninjas you want to get through, you can just phase all those creatures out on your turn, swing in for free without having to worry about anything, and yeah, deal some damage and keep it moving. So March of Swirling Mist is a good card. Don't sleep on it. All right, Kappa Cannoneer. Now this card is from the Buckle Up Commander deck. It is a turtle warrior artifact creature. He's 5 colors and 1 blue. He has improvise, so you can use your other artifacts to help cast him. He has Ward 4. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Kappa Cannoneer, and it can't be blocked this turn. He's a 4/4. So this guy can get bigger just by casting or putting down some artifacts, which, I mean, if you're running them, probably is going to be in an artifact deck anyways. And yeah, you can smack real hard with him because he's going to be unblockable, and he's pretty much hexproof with that Ward 4. Too many people are gonna be able to pay mana and pay the spells they want to play while doing that at the same time. So pretty good one there. All right, Soul Transfer, 1 and 2 black. It's a sorcery. Choose one. If you control an artifact and an enchantment, as you cast a spell, you may choose both. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Return target creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. So kind of one of those things to kind of get some stuff back. So not too bad of a card, pretty decent. Just depends on what kind of other cards you're playing. But it is sorcery speed. That's what's going to kind of slow it down there. So oh, now this is a nice one. A mythic for your mother. Nashi Moon Sage's Scion. He's 1 and 2 black. Rat Ninja. Now this guy, he is pretty good. This is actually Tamio's adopted son. Yeah, go figure. But Tezzeret destroyed his village when he was younger, set everything on fire, and he actually ended up surviving. And when his fur grew back, it kind of grew back white, so he's kind of a different looking Nezumi or whatnot compared to your typical Nezumi, which have darker fur. His is white, so he's kind of he's kind of out there, so you'll kind of see him coming. So he does stay in hiding for the most part, but he's a tech head, and he has made a pledge to kind of come out there and save his mom. After all the stuff, spoiler alert, yeah, Tamio was completed by the Phyrexian. So yeah, I have my hypothesis slash prediction slash what might happen. I foresee him creating something like the Weatherlight, some Neo Weatherlight, to kind of go around, gather some more heroes, and start that adventure to maybe fight the Phyrexians or whatever the case may be. So just kind of go around. I think they might go back to that old time where they were going around the Weatherlight, being heroes, saving people, and I think Nashi might be part of that. That's just my little theory. If it don't happen, hey, whatever. But watch to get on it. He's 3 colorless and a black for ninjutsu. Whenever Nashi Moon Sage Scion deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of each player's library. Until end of turn, you may play one of those cards. If you cast a spell this way, you pay life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. So yeah, this card, especially if you can manipulate your top deck, you can do some cool stuff with that. Then we have a different rare here, Teaching of the Kirin. So 2-drop, 1 in green. It mills 3 cards for your first pip. Create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. For the second pip, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And the third, it exiles itself and comes back as a 1/1 Kirin touched Orochi Snake Monk. Whenever Kirin touch Orochi attacks, choose 1. Exile target creature from a graveyard. When you do, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token, or exile target non-creature card from a graveyard. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So kind of a little Buffy stake, a little rare saga. So not bad though. And then we have a token, construct token, and a samurai on the backside. Not too shabby. So that's a starting out here. And that's only 2 packs in. So that's some heat, guys. Already got some stuff that's very useful, that has some value. I mean, this is collector boosters are a bomb this time around. I mean, I am kind of biased to the set. I'm not gonna lie. I am super excited about this set, and I think it's really cool. I do like a lot of the cards. I mean, I'm just saying, I've been waiting for Kamigawa for a long time. So we're gonna try to move through a little bit fast. I know it took us 30 minutes to get to the first two packs or whatever. I'm still not a big fan of what I'm getting quality wise for the visuals, but you know, oh sorry y'all lost me there. I'm gonna try to make it through and get us there or whatnot. So I apologize for the quality. Not quite sure what the dilution is in the camera. Why I'm not getting that perfect image. It's kind of crappy, to say the least. Sorry, I do apologize. And I'm like, it can't be the lighting. I have ample light here, guys. I'm trying to keep the foils from going too crazy with the lighting. So we'll try it this way and see if we can get some better comeuppance here when it comes to how this is going. So let's see, man. Man, oh man. I'm just not used to having it be so blurry, you know? But I don't know if it has anything to do with the foils, the lighting in the room. It is crazy. So we'll try it this way, see if we get a better outcome. We're going to go to the next pack. Them packs only want to open. Alrighty. We got the Greater Tanuki. Oh, it's a raccoon dog, pretty much. The Golden Tail Disciple. Has some lifelink. Selfless Samurai. This is one of the art on this card is amazing. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, whenever a samurai warrior you control attacks alone, it gets lifelink until end of turn. That part is relevant, but really what you really want to do is sacrifice Selfless Samurai. Another target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. So he makes a great protection card. So that's really his main drive is just to protect you. So that's what he's here for. And I think that's what he's going to do. We have Mech Hanger. So this your land. This lets you know that we do have mechs in the set. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little card. Tap for 1 colorless. You can tap add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a pilot or vehicle spell. And then you got pay 3, tap, target vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. So yeah, it's a land that does everything. Let's see here. Then we have the Fall of Lord Kanda or whatnot. So not the greatest of sagas, but it's decent actually, depending on how you use it. Exile target creature and opponent controls with mana value 4 or greater. That's the first pip. The second pip is each land gains control of all permanents they own. That one's a way of people stealing your stuff. You can get it back. I'm not too up on that one. Then in the third one, the exile self comes back as a creature. So 1/3 defender. When Fragment of Kanda dies, draw a card. Human Noble. So not the greatest, but I mean he's always easy to flicker too when you get him to the human side. You can get that exile again on a creature. So maybe that's the whole point of it. Moving forward, you got this nice foily island. These Yukio how you say it, lands are freaking amazing. That shine is real. Can't beat that. Don't mind the baby if you hear in the background. It's downstairs giving her mom a hard time. Sorry, guys. Haiko Yamazaki, the general. This is one of what they're calling the sisters Yamazaki, even though they are not sisters, they are cousins. They used to be the greatest of friends and family. Now as older compatriots, they don't see eye to eye. Haiko ends up leaving the Imperial Army and goes to the Asari Uprisers, and they kind of have competing values now. So Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Cool little story. I still wish they had partner because I think that would have been cool. She's 3 and a red legendary human samurai with trample. Whenever samurai or warrior you control attack alone, you may cast target artifact card from your graveyard this turn. So some cool stuff there. Some cool synergy depending on how you play it. You can do some really interesting things with getting those artifacts back. Oh, another Selfless Samurai, but this one has the alternate art, and he's a shiny. You gotta love that Fox Samurai. Yeah, he looks really cool. Really, really, really cool. Whatnot. I love this art for that card. We have Futurist Operative. As long as Futurist Operative is tapped, it's a human citizen with base power and toughness 1/1 and can't be blocked. And then for 2 and a blue, you can untap Futurist Operative. So you can swing in unblockable, untap him, hit for 3 damage. Or you just as him being a 1/1, get in for a free ninjutsu. So he works in multiple ways. Fanga Shigeki, he's a 1-drop enchantment creature with Death Touch, 1/1. So he's just that 1/1 green Death Touch creature. But he is a ninja, so doesn't have ninjutsu, but I mean people are not gonna block him, so he's almost unblockable. And yeah, and you ninjutsu after it. I think the worst card of the set here, Eganjo Uprising, is X and Boros. Creature create X. It's a sorcery. Create X 2/2 white samurai creature tokens with vigilance. They gain menace and haste until end of turn. Each opponent creates X -1 2/2 white samurai creature tokens with vigilance. For the story, it's amazing. The art looks good. Realistically, unless you have a lot of mana to burn, you're not doing much with this. I mean, having one more creature than the next person, I mean, 1v1, it can be done. It could be the equivalence of ending the game because you got that extra damage on deck. Plus you have menace, so for every one of your creatures, they're using 2. So you're gonna get a few of them over. But in the form of commander, each opponent, that means all your opponents are gonna get those creatures, and they're gonna block and get rid of those because they were given. So yeah, it's not gonna work out very well for you. That's probably the crap rare. Definitely. We're gonna put that there. Aki Battle Squad, 5 and a red Goblin Samurai. It's a 6/6. Whenever one or more modified creatures you control attack, which modified means that it has a plus counter on it, an enchantment, an equipment. That's what equates to a modified creature, just so you're aware. Whenever one or more modified creatures you control attack, untap all modified creatures you control. After this combat phase, there's an additional combat phase. This ability triggers only once each turn. So, gotta give you extra combat as long as you put a counter on them or something. So, it's a bunch of little goblins, man. They samurai. They do what they do, You can't be mad at that. It's what they do. Putting it in the wrong spot. Let's put that in the rare spot, Let's put that with the good stuff. The teachings, we're gonna put this one. That's one of them trash rares too. We're gonna put off to the side. We'll put the little garbage rares over to the side here. We'll put them up here. Soul transfer, you might be questionable too. We're gonna put you there just so we can have enough room for the actual good rares, and we'll keep them there. All right, March of Wretched Sorrow. This is another one of those marches or whatnot. It's an X and a black instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may exile any number of black cards from your hand. The spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled this way. March of Wretched Sorrow deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. Gaining life is so much fun, right? So it's just a damage dealer and get you some life. So if you're on the cusp of dying, it could come in handy to take out a creature that's about to kill you and get your life up, or, depending on how you want to play it. I'm using it in my Toshiro Umezawa, as another instant that I can pull from the graveyard to do some more damage if I need to. So yeah, pretty cool little card. Oh, and look at him. Ishin 2 heavens as 1. He's a Mardu, legendary creature, human samurai. He's a 3/4. If a creature attacking would cause a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Now, this is that alternate art the anime art style of him, which is really really cool. The card itself is a fan favorite at the moment because people are making decks out of the woodworks. I think people get tired of him really quickly just because he doesn't do anything himself. He's just triggering off other permanents that go and it triggers twice. So I mean, it's cool setup if he's on the field, and he is pretty strong card, strong deck. They played him on game nights, and yeah, they wrecked shop with him on there. So imagine Eldrazi's with Annihilator 4 doing that twice. That's a game ender. So good card. And we have Tameshi Reality Architect, a 2 and a blue. This is Kaito's old friend here, who helps the Eldrazi, not Eldrazi, I'm sorry, Jin-Gataxis kind of grab some of these spirits in his world, and he is the creator of the reality chip. So interesting dude here. So but he's not the greatest of cards, but he can be useful depending on how you use him. He's a 2/3 monk moonfolk wizard. Whenever one or more non-creature permanents are returned to hand, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. That's the downside to this thing. You only can get that to trigger once, but it doesn't matter who bounces a permanent, non-creature permanent. You get the draw, so it can be your opponent's doing it too. You can get off of it. But then you have for X and a white, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Return target artifact or enchantment card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. So that kind of says you can't do it off your turn. But depending on what's in your graveyard, I mean, you could pull an Omniscience out of your graveyard if you got the mana for it. We'll put them up here. We'll stick them with the guys for the time being. And a token, Rat Rogue, and a Spirit on one side. Let's move on to the next one. Let's not get stuck, right? Let's not get stuck. We're gonna try. All right, experimental synthesizer. The Kushi Shadow Walker, that ogre. This is his regular art here. He's black and you can't really see him. Dark as crap. Goshintai of Ancient Wars. That's one of those shrines. So if you're into shrines, there is a shrine, a 5-color shrine commander, and this is what these guys will come into play. Really, they're only really going to be too useful if you're using that shrine commander. I don't see people running them regular, but shrine. Also, one note is shrine is not a creature type. It's an enchantment type. So you can't go around having changelings being shrines. So sorry. Flame Discharge. We have another saga, the Shattered States era. On the other side, of course, it becomes a creature, but it's pretty basic, very vanilla in a sense. Not completely vanilla, but close to. It's Trample and Haste, 3/3. So just a game control card. So not the best. We'll put those off to the side. We got planes for these 4 lands are what's up. You got Seven-Tailed Mentor, the alternate art of him. He's a great card unlimited. He basically when he enters the battlefield and when he dies, you get a +1/+1 counter. You can put on a target target creature or vehicle you control. Sunblade Samurai. Now she's cool. She's not like your main go-to character that you want to get. She's a 4 colors and a white, so 5 mana to drop down human samurai enchantment creature. She's a 4/4 and she has vigilance. But really what she comes in handy is you pay 2, you can channel it, discard Sunblade Samurai, search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. You gain 2 life. So she, for white, pretty much becomes almost a Kadama's Reach or something of the sort. I'm thinking Rampant Growth. There we go. She becomes almost a Rampant Growth. She doesn't put it on the battlefield, but you can do this off your turn, get the card in your hand, and potentially cast her later from the graveyard or something if you need to. If you're running Haiko's cousin, Norika, when she attacks as a samurai alone, you can cast an enchantment card from your graveyard. Boom. I'll bring her back later. We are loving this Ogre Samurai. We're gonna move past this guy. And then we have our Ninja Turtle. It's a Turtle Ninja Kappa Tech Wrecker. He's 1 and a green. He's a 1/3 Turtle Ninja. He has Ninjutsu 1 and a green. So either you can Ninjutsu him for the same cost or just drop him for the same cost. But when he enters the battlefield, he enters with a death counter on him. Whenever Kappa Tech record deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a death touch counter from it. When you do, exile target artifact or enchantment that player controls. So how much do they want to keep that artifact? And he is a Ninja Turtle. He is cool. The alternate art is really nice for this guy. Oh, and we have another legendary land. Eganjo, Seat of the Empire. Legendary land taps for white. He has a channel of 2 colors and a white. Discard Eganjo, Seat of the Empire. Deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control. So there you go. He just deals some damage. It's not the greatest of cards, but can be useful in the time of need. And like I say, you can't really counter that channel ability. So it can save you in a desperate time. So keep your eyes on the prize. We got a Moyojin of Blooming Dawn. 5 and 3 white. Spirit, the Moyojin. You already know when it enters the battlefield, if it comes from your hand, you get the indestructible counter. Remove that. If you remove that counter from Moyojin of Blooming Dawn, you can create a 1/1 color spirit creature token for each permanent you control. She's a 4/6. So this one can be interesting if you have a plethora of creatures on the battlefield or a whole bunch of lands on the battlefield. I mean, you get a bunch of 1/1s. You can do that at instant speed, so it's not bad. Yeah, those 4 lands are dope. I ain't gonna lie. Them 4 lands are the truth. But this is your girl here. Right there. We're gonna put it there. And then you got another Teachers of the Kirin. We've seen that card already. You know what it does. And ho 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 ho. Beseju, who endures the alternate art. Could we not be good enough with just the regular art? Why we gotta have the alternate art too? This pack is hella fire. Another one of those tap for a green, channel for 1 and a green, and you can destroy target enchantment, artifact, or non-basic land that an opponent controls. So yeah, there you go. Another one. I'm not jealous. Invoke the Ancients is one of those. Invoke the Ancients, 1 and 4 forest, a sorcery. Create 2 4 5 green spirit creature tokens for each of them. Put your choice of a vigilance counter, a reach counter, or a trample counter on it. Yes, those packs are stacked. I ain't lying. When I open my personal collector boosters, collector boxes, I did not get this heat. I'm so jelly right now. This one, the Invoke the Ancients, it's not one of my favorite cards. Spirit Rooms, we're gonna put it in the poo-poo pile, whatnot. And then we have the token, the Spirit token, and the Samurai token. But yeah, this pack is fire. We're not even halfway through. That's the sad part. I gotta move faster, guys. Got to move a little bit faster. Oh man, does this want to open? I don't want to bend the cards because so much heat coming out of here. I'm imagining there's more fire in the packs. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bend nothing. We on 2 mythics so far, but the rares themselves is where was at the moment. Got Moonsnare prototype. She's a cutie. She's a cutie. Random Tranquil Cove. When you see lands like this, it's embarrassing because the Beseju and stuff like that is just all inspiring. Kiba Salvage. You got the Jukai Nationalist. Life of Toshiro Umezawa. Basically kind of gives a little love to the Umezawa's jetty and himself. Exiles becomes a memory of Toshiro, so a samurai creature that pay 1 life, tap him for a black. You only can use it for instant and sorceries. Decent little card, depending on how you build your decks. That Foily land. Oh, there you go again. With them lands, that red one looks nice too. Can't beat it. Nezumi Blade, Blessed, the alternate art. Little basic, little common. He's not the greatest, but he's useful depending on how you use him. Give some death touch and some menace. Era of the Ancient Blade. The Covert Technician, alternate art. Just a quick moment to talk about this little girl right here, the Moonsnare Specialist. She ninjutsus for a 2 and a blue. She regular plays for a 3 and a blue. If you ever remember some of the old sets, they had bounce creatures as well. And they were 4 drops, so she just has an alternate cost in a sense, where you can still bounce creatures. So whenever Moonsnare Specialist enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. Now the cool part about this with the ninjutsu, if you swing 2 creatures, and let's say somebody doesn't block one, but they block the other. let's say you don't want the other one to die, when you ninjutsu her in off of the free one, you can naturally bounce their creature to keep it from taking damage. I mean, to keep your creature from taking damage to save it. Or if you wanted to bounce your own creature, you can pull it out of combat and then ninjutsu with it if it has a ninjutsu ability back onto the card you just put down with her. So it depends if you have the mana. You can do some real sneaky shenanigans with some of these ninjas, and she's one of them. I'm here for it, and it's a full alternate art, so she's gorgeous, looking like a katana or something. You know what I'm saying? Snappy cake. Here's our rare here, Kamigawa Transience, a spirit, one in green. She's a spirit, a 2/2. She has trample. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Kamigawa Transience. At the beginning of each step, if an enchantment was put into your graveyard from the battlefield this turn, you may return Kamigawa Transience from your graveyard to your hand. So she has her own little bit of recursion, and she gets big as you play enchantments. If you're in an enchantment deck, especially some kind of enchantress deck, just play her. Why not? You'll basically just build her up as as you're playing your enchantments, and she can smack somebody with that trample. So, and if she dies, she comes back when you play your enchantments. No reason to run, not to run this card. So, great rare, great rare. Release to memory. 4 and a white. It's an instance. Now, this is your graveyard hate right here. Exile target opponent's graveyard. For each creature card exiled this way, create a 1/1 colorless white creature spirit. I'm a creature. Oh, sorry. Spirit creature token. This one is just graveyard hate for white. So it's kind of a nice way to get rid of somebody's graveyard and capitalize by getting some 1/1s. So for mill decks and stuff like that, it's a great way to put it to an end with them doing their recursion. And probably more likely, if it's a true mill deck, they're probably putting creatures in the graveyard. So there you go. Get you a whole bunch of 1/1s and then attack them on your turn as it comes up. Release to the Wind is not a bad card. Invoke the Ancients. We're again on that poo-poo card. This is the alternate art. Or the regular art extended, sorry. And we have Brilliant Restoration, 3 and 4 white. This one usually is gonna probably be really like akin to using in mono white, but I mean you can use it in anything. But with all that white restriction, you're gonna kind of need to be running white to really be able to pop this off. But it's a sorcery. Return all artifact and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. An awesome card. Awesome card if you can actually pull it off. Oh, sad. A Gonzo Uprising in full extended art. Like I said, this card is just not the truth. I want it to be good, but it's just not. Had it been instant, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how you can fix this card. And it's sad it's a rare. Guess you can't have all fire. And the token we got is Tamiyo's Notebook. On the other side is a samurai. So hopefully we pull a Tamiyo to go with this book, huh? All right. That pack went by kind of fast. That's great. Let's go on to the next. Here we go. Bam. Let's do this. Lethal Exploit. We got an Uncharted Haven. Just a card that lets you enter the battlefield and choose your color. Goshintai of Hidden Cruelty. Another one of those shrines. This one, the lore is kind of interesting, where an ogre was kicked out of her home by these farmers, and she went back and was it a farmer or an ogre? I don't remember. But she went back and killed. This thing was a farmer. She went back and killed him because she was possessed by the kami. And when she realized what she had done, she like ran off and scampered away. And then the shrine she left was still inhabited by that spirit that possessed her to make her kill people. And so occasionally when people come around, it possesses people and forces them to kill stuff. So crazy little lore there. The Goshintais do have some cool lore, to say the least. Got another Goshintai of Boundless Vigor. This one's a forest one. Yeah, it just keeps growing itself back. Just don't let people kill it. That's the lore for it. Then we have the Okiba Gang Reckoner Raid. Just one of those sagas that basically each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life on each pip. When it exiles and comes back as a rat rogue, 2/2 menace creature. Vehicles you control have menace. So if you're running that black and white vehicle deck, this is a good card to go in it. We on that land, the truth. Let's look at it one more time as we pull them. I will let you see them. That 4 island. These lands are probably by far the best lands they've done in quite some time. Not gonna lie. We got a Guardians of Oboro, Moonfolk Samurai. I was kind of sad to see that my blue Moonfolk Samurai was a defender. I was hoping for some kind of attacker, but we didn't get that. So it is what it is. Oh, and this is a girl we talked about earlier, Norika Yamazaki, the poet. She's a human, 3/2, so opposite of her cousin, and a two and a white for her casting cost. She has vigilance. Whenever a samurai warrior you control attacks alone, you may cast target enchantment card from your graveyard this turn. So this is the one I was telling you that can bring back some enchantments. Beautiful card. She don't see eye to eye with her cousin. Wish they did so they could kind of work together. Silver for a master. This is your master splinter. We got the Ninja Turtle earlier. Now we got the Master Ninja, which is your master splinter, Rat Ninja. Ninjutsu is the mirror. Ninjutsu abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate. Other ninja and rogue creatures you control get +1/+1. So he's a lord on top of that ninjutsu body. So yeah, buddy. Yeah, the covert technician again, alternate art. Oh, we got Kur the Boundless Sky, 3 and 2 green. This is one I like. This guy is really good. Dragon Spirit of 4/4 has flying and death touch. Whenever Kur the Boundless Sky dies, choose one. Search your library for up to 3 land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Or create an XX green spirit creature token where X is the number of lands you control. Now, mind you, you're not going to use that second ability. You're going to use that first one. We can search up to 3 target land cards. You can literally go get the Urza lands, and that's your 3 lands right there. And if you have anything that lets you put down a bunch of lands, like let's say an Azami, is it Azami? No, what's her name? Azusa. Yes, if you have Azusa on the field, that's your 3 lands right there. Your regular land drop and your 2 additional, and then you're tapping crazy with mana. So cool stuff there. This is a cool mythic, really dope. So that's our 3rd mythic here. Loving it. And for our rare, this is from the Buckle Up commander deck or whatnot. The drum, drum bellower. Sorry, there we go. 2 and a white. It's a spirit. This is our what do you call her? I forgot her name now. I'll read the card. It says flying, untap all creatures you control during each other player's untap step, which is 2/1. It's Seaborn Muse in white. So it just untaps creatures, but white doesn't normally get this. So it's kind of a unique card or whatever. And here we go. Got it right here. So this is gonna be a popular one. It's not really ringing bells at the moment. No pun intended. But trust and believe in the coming months, people are going to be seeking this card. And we have an extended art Tasunari Toad Rider. This is Jiraiya. He's there, the Toad Sage, 2 and black. I actually did, if you didn't see it, I did a card flavor fact on him. So check that out if you didn't see it. Kind of tell you a little bit about him, some of his history, because he has some beef with Chishiro, which is the other precon commander deck. So yeah, check that out and you can hear some more about him. He's a legendary human ninja, the 3/3. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, if you don't control a creature named Kimi, create Kimi, a legendary 3/3 black and green frog creature token with whenever you cast an enchantment spell, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life as well. For 1 and either blue or green, Tasunari Toad Rider and target frog you control can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with flying or reach. So he jumps good. So yeah, keep that in mind. Really cool card. So he's almost an enchantress with a little bit of unblockable for ninjutsu as well. Cool card. And we have Lion Sash, a popular one. Some more graveyard hate for white. It's 1 in white. It's an artifact creature, equipment, cat. For 1 white, you can exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a permanent card, put a +1/+1 counter on Lion Sash. Equip the creature gets +1/+1 for each +1 counter on Lion Sash as well. Reconfigure for 2. It's a 1/1 creature. So yeah, it's pretty much like that ooze. I can't think of the name of the ooze in green that exile stuff and gains life. So yeah, something for white. which is kind of nice. We usually don't get this in mono white. And I've been telling y'all they've been working on this mono white, making it better, and I'm happy for it. And I hope they continue to make some better white cards so we can stay competitive. And here we go. Nice little rare on top of that. Kaide Soul of Kamigawa. She's a 3 and a white legendary creature, Dragon Spirit. She has flash and flying. When Kaide Soul of Kamigawa enters the battlefield, another target permanent gains indestructible for as long as you control Kaide. For Rubird, Kaide gets +5/+5 until end of turn. So yeah, not the strongest of creatures, but it has some efficiency. I think it makes a boring commander because you want to use it and make like all the spirit creatures or something, but I'm pretty sure she will find some use in decks. Anything running the 5 colors, because there's stuff that you usually want to keep on the field, and she does that for you. She keeps it on the field because she makes it indestructible. They have to kill her first. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I think it'll go real far. I'm just making sure to hold on to my copy that I have just in case. We'll see how it goes after that. And then you have a spirit token that has any power, I guess, based off the lands, and a samurai. Moving on to the next one. We getting there, guys. We getting there. We're at the halfway mark, right? Yeah, we're at the halfway mark. Grafted Growth, Thornwood Fall, Thirst for Knowledge. It's good to see that back at standard. Silver Fur Master, that's the original art for Master Splinter. Both arts look great, so you can go either way with that one. Kamino faces Kakazan. This is from Kamino. It's a saga that flips into a hasty 2 creature, a 2/2 creature. So he was from the original set as well. Cool. He was a cool, interesting card too if you play him right. Deals damage and exiles a creature if it dies. We got that Foily Plane. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Them lands are the truth. Imperial Subduer. She just attacks alone and tap target creature you control. You know. Nezumi Blessed Blade. Ink Rise Infiltrator. Moon Circuit Hacker. Then we have the Restoration of Eganjo. This is a rare enchantment. This is 2 and a white. Search a library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle so it gets you some land. You may discard a card. When you do, return target permanent card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. The only part is these number 2s, sometimes they're going to do you some justice, sometimes they're not. So that's what makes me skeptical. It flips, coming back as a creature. Architect of Restoration is an enchantment creature, Fox Monk. With Vigilance, it's a 3/4. Whenever Architect of Restoration attacks or blocks, create a 1/1 colors spirit creature token. So you do get a nice body that can actually create you some more blockers or just creatures to attack with. So it's not the worst one. I won't say it's poo-poo. It's weird. I'll keep it in the stack though. And then next we have this guy's from the Gruul, that Snake Precon Commander deck. Kosei Penitent Warlord. He's 1 and 2 green. He's legendary Ogre Samurai, and he's a 0/5. I don't get it. I guess once the ogres become at peace, they lose their true natural strength and they gain some supernatural power. Because check this out. As long as Kosei Penitent Warlord is enchanted, equipped it, and has a counter on it, Kosei has whenever Kosei Penitent Warlord deals combat damage to an opponent, you draw that many cards, and Kosei deals that much damage to each other opponent. So he's smacking everybody and drawing all the cards. Interesting card. Yeah, I don't know what to say about him. I'm not too big on ogres. So not for me, but I have a friend who's made the deck actually. I haven't really seen him put it to work yet, but I'm interested to see what comes of it. We'll go slap him there. We have a Kame Transience again. This is extended art, so we know what she do. You put her in the deck if you're playing enchantments. No questions about it. Oh, and we have the alternate art, Tatsunari Toad Rider, with that whole neon looking look or whatever. It looks very slimy and very anime-ish, but it creates the frog Kimmy and all that, so we've seen that in action. Oh, we are Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Oh, there you go. Big one right there. Slap somebody and give them a high five. It's Jin-Gataxis and Phyrexian. Yeah, you can't read this. This is etched for Anthony. There you go. Whoever logged in, check that out. Hit, 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 hit. Etch for Phyrexionized language Jin-Gataxis. 5 and 2 blue. 5/5 Praetor. I know what he does. I can't read what he does, but I know that he basically copies, if you haven't seen him yet, he copies when you play your first spell each turn. He copies your not first spell each turn, your first artifact, instant, or sorcery per turn. He will copy it. If your opponent plays the first instant, artifact, or sorcery that's played against you will be countered. So it requires at least 2 spells to kill this guy. So I don't know if I worded that perfectly, but yeah, that's that guy. That is your powerhouse mythic. Like I said, this collector box makes me jelly. Slap him right there. We need to put him in a sleeve. I don't have one with me, but there's nobody here to touch it. So we're going to just leave it right there, okay? Actually, here we go. We're going to take this guy out because he's cool and all, but this is way, way cooler. We're going to just put him in that just so he be protected. We don't even need no arrogant on him. And then we have a spirit 4/5 and a 1/1 spirit. Yeah. Tokens are unamazing when you see that. That right there. Ooh, that right there did the do. Can I get a woot woot in the comments? That is that legit fire. This man is hitting on all cylinders. Who got this pack for this guy? This is what you want to show people when you open packs. Don't happen when you open your own packs, apparently. Let's go. Black Magic Commander. Check out the Commander games. Short Circuit. It's a little fairy. So there are fairies in this world. They just wanted to show you that on one card, there is a fairy. Fanga Shigeki, Death Touch creature, a Gloom Shrieker. This is your Eternal Witness for enchantment creatures. So yeah, there you go. Tempered in Solitude. Whenever creature you control attacks alone, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. It's an enchantment for 2. Got another Saga here. Turns into a basic first strike creature. So it's just a little common one. So it's not great. Yeah, and you got that island boy. That island boy. Fully, cause it's an island boy. Got that for the Jin-Gataxis. I'm sorry. I should have never did that song. Selfless Samurai. Him again. Got a lot of protection in his deck too, huh? Let's see here. Sky Bless Samurai. Nothing great there. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each enchantment you control. Has flying, a 4/4. It's basically a Moth Rider Samurai. He's 6 and white, so he costs a lot. Better have some enchantments. Moon Circuit Hacker. Coiling Stalker. Oh, there's a nice one. Blade of the Oni. And this is nice little foil art. 1 in a black. Equipment Demon Menace. Equipped creature has base power and toughness. 5/5 has menace and is a black demon in addition to its other colors and types. Reconfigure for 2 and 2 black. It's a 3/1, and this is a mythic. I did not realize it was a mythic. I thought it was a rare. So yeah, just buffs up a creature, and then as long as it's on the field, you buff up another creature if it dies. Yeah, so you can really eliminate a lot of the competition with this guy. So nothing to sleep on. Nothing to sleep on. Imposter Mech. This is also from the Commander deck, or whatnot, the Buckle Up one. It's for 1 in a blue. Imposter Mech is an artifact vehicle, 3/1. Crew 3. You may have Imposter Mech enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature an opponent controls, except it's a vehicle artifact with Crew 3, and it loses all other card types. So yeah, you just basically copy the best thing on the board, and now it's your vehicle. Or, you know, it's a nice one. This one's very useful. Spirit Sisters Call 3 and Orzhov. It's an enchantment and it's a mythic. Yay. At the beginning of your end step, choose target permanent card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with the chosen card. If you do, return the chosen card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it gains if this permanent would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. So it's cool for a little bit of recursion, but you will lose that creature if it dies a second time to exile. So it can be useful though, depending on what kind of deck you're running. You can make some things happen. Then we have the Lizard Blade, 2-drop, 1/1 creature. It's an artifact equipment lizard. It has double strike. And equipped creature has double strike as well. So if you can reconfigure it for 2. So if you need to give your creature double strike for the cheap, this lizard does it for you. And then we got for our rare here, Saga, the Restoration of Eganjo. So we already seen this one already, but this is that alternate art. This art is pretty. That Kitsune on the backside. Yeah, when you attack or blocks, you get a +1/+1. I mean, a 1/1 color spirit token. Yeah, that's a nice one. We'll just put it with the other one. And then you got a treasure token with a spirit on the back. Alrighty. Moving and losing it, y'all. Moving it and losing it. We are up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mythics. 6 mythics. It's pretty good, to say the least. All right, network terminal. English, people, English. It's just a 3 mana drop. Add 1 mana of any color. You can pay 1 tap, tap another untapped artifact you control, draw a card, and discard a card. So good for limited and standard. Nezumi Prowler, Roaring Earth, Behold the Unspeakable. This is one of those enchantments that flips. Tells the story of the thing, the vision of the thing we don't speak about, or something like that. I forgot that they called it back in the old Kamigawa. It's not that great of a card. But it has flying trample unless you're getting a lot of cards in your hand. If you get a lot of cards in your hand, then it can be useful. The forests are foresting. The forests are foresting. There we go. So that's pretty cool there. And yeah, so shiny forest. Eganjo Exemplar, the Guardian of Boro in full alternate art here. We've seen these guys. Eater of Virtue. This card is nice. A 1-drop legendary artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature dies, exile it. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. As long as a card exiled with Eater of Virtue has flying, equipped creature has flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Protection, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. Equipped 1. So this bad boy just eats everything that is attached to it when it dies, and then it gives it to whoever else holds it. So interesting card if you want to give creatures a whole bunch of keywords. So yeah, not too bad, especially great in a Rogue Rat deck. We have a Moyojin of Roaring Blades, a 5 and 3 red spirit. You know he enters the battlefield from your hand. If you cast it, indestructible counter goes onto him. Remove that indestructible counter from him. It deals 7 damage to each of up to 3 targets, either 7/4. He's a Moyojin, so he's gonna go there, but we're not gonna talk anymore about him. Here's your other rare here. Biting Palm Ninja. I think people are going to really get into this card later in the future as they realize that it's pretty dope. It's 2 in a black. You can do that the regular caster or the ninjutsu cast it. Biting Palm Ninja enters the battlefield with a menace counter on it. When Biting Palm Ninja deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a menace counter from it. When you do, that player reveals their hand and you choose a non-land card from it, exile that card. It's a 3/3 body. So yeah, that lets you look at your opponent's hand and remove that card. So I see a lot of people in Modern really taking advantage of this. All right, and so remember I told you about that Saga commander. Here she is, Sasuke, the Living Lord. She is Selesnya. This is our alternate art, which is very pretty art. If I was into sagas, I would definitely love to run this commander. Legendary creature, human druid. Tap, put a lore count on each saga you control. Activate only as a sorcery. So if you have any untapped abilities to untap and everything, you can go through sagas all in one turn if you wanted to, because it does it all for each saga you control every time you do it. So that's cool if you can get a bunch of them lined up on the board and then just go ham with her. Pull out some interesting things. When Sasuke, the Living Lord, dies, choose up to one. Return target saga or enchantment creature you control to its owner's hand. Return target saga card from your graveyard to your hand. So she has a lot of variety there. She's a 1/3. So gorgeous card, very situational. Could be fun if you want to do like a mid-tier to lower power type of commander deck. Oh, yeah, boy, Ryu. It's Ryu here. Storm's Edge, 2 and Boros, legendary creature, human samurai. This is his alternate samurai, alternate anime art. First strike, whenever a samurai warrior you control attacks alone, untap it. If it's the first combat phase of the turn, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. So he basically off rip just gives you a free extra combat as long as you swing one samurai. So whether that's him or somebody else, he is pretty dope, and the anime look is really dope as well. This is your Yasuke of the deck, your Black Samurai. So yeah, if you don't know who Yasuke is, look it up. Anthony, you finally here? Yeah, bro, you super late. But I'm gonna go and let you know the best pool of all tonight. We just gonna go and jump you back a little bit. Phyrexian Predator, Jin-Gataxis, Etchful. Can't get no better than that, buddy. This stream is it. Sorry they worked you hard, homie. Yeah, so, and you got like 3 Besejus. It's crazy. So that's your Ryu there. And then we have a pilot token. Samurai on the back, pilot on the front. So you mythics are right here. These are all the good rares. We got 3 more packs left. 3 more packs left to come to an end. But so far, we got that heat. I will go back and review everything once I finish opening all the packs. So yeah, got all the nice fully lands here. The Saruto Umazawa was sitting right there on the side. All right, let's go to the 3rd pack. Let's get it. And after this stream, the video should pop up online to rewatch if anybody needs to catch up and rewatch what they missed. After the stream, I think it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to show up. No problem, man. Thank you for allowing me to be able to open this box on stream. So it's really cool, very exciting. And I think people are really getting to see some nice stuff kind of come out of the box. And unfortunately, nobody gonna be able to buy no collector boosters because they're all bought up. No collector booster boxes. Sorry. So let's go ahead and continue with it. Tamio Safekeeping. This card is a sleeper for a lot of people. It's a basic common, but it's very similar to Blacksmith something. It's a white card, mono white card. That's an instant as well. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. You gain 2 life. So this card is a keeper for everybody. So definitely, if you get these, hold on to them, because if you're playing green, this is a good card to have. Automated Artificer, Assassin's Ink. That's just your destroy planeswalker or creature. Roadside Reliquary. It's your basic colorless land. You can pay 2, sacrifice Roadside Reliquary, draw a card if you control an artifact, draw a card if you control an enchantment. So it allows you to draw 2 cards if you have artifacts or enchantments. So could be useful. You have the Era of Enlightenment Saga. It's that common saga that flips into your first strike enchantment creature. So we already went over that one already. So we'll move on. Get to the good stuff here. That foil swamp looking like a swampy murk. Look at that land. These 4 lands are gorgeous. That's all I can say. They are gorgeous. Let's go and put that over there. Skyblessed Samurai. We went over that one. That's that Moth Rider that's reduced by the enchantments on the field. Aki Ronin, alternate art, basic samurai goblin. Whenever Samurai Warrior you control attacks alone, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. So a little bit of looting in red. We got the alternate art, Mokato Ambusher, the artifact creature rat ninja. Ninjutsu 2 just gives them lifelink. So not a great card, but beautiful art. And we talked about Moon Snare Specialist. She's your bounce creature. So yeah, do her thing. And this one we haven't come across yet, but this is a cool ninja too. Another ninja in green. So we have 2 ninjas in this set from green. Here's the other one here. He's a mollywhopper. Spring Leaf Avenger. He's 3 and 2 green to cast regularly, or you can ninjutsu him in for 3 and a green. He's an insect ninja. Whenever Spring Leaf Avenger deals combat damage to a player, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Whatnot. So that's pretty cool. So that's your ninja equivalent to I just said her name earlier, and Eternal Witness. There we go. To bring your stuff back from the graveyard. So, and even when it's on the ground as a regular body, too many people ain't finna block that 6/5. So keep that in mind. It's a nice one to go with there. Ascendant Acolyte is 4 colors and a green human monk. Ascendant Acolyte enters the battlefield with a +1 counter on it for each +1 counter among other creatures you control. So it's as big as the other things that's around you. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of +1/+1 counters on Ascendant Acolyte. He's a rare 1/1. So this is almost like your Sarah Ascendant, but he's almost the opposite of it if you look at it. So the Sarah Ascendant deals 5 damage, or it becomes a 5/5 if you have over 30 life. This guy right here comes in as a 5, and he has the Sarah Ascendant is a 1-drop. He's a 1/1 power, and then I guess you get these +1 counters depending on what's around him, and he doubles them at the end of turn. So he's a heavy hitter. Sucks he comes out so late, but he can be a really good card. And then we got another Blade of the Oni. We went over this one. It's another mythic or whatever. This is the first repeat mythic that we have, or whatnot. Yeah, we got the Blade Oni right there. Blade of the Oni. Menace, artifact, equipment demons, 3/1. Equipped the creature has base power and toughness 5/5, has menace, and is a black demon in addition to his other colors and types. Reconfigure 2 and 2 black. So that's dope. Put that there. Oh, and we got your boy again, the Thousand Face Shadow. So we started off with the Thousand Face Shadow. Now we're going to go into the Thousand Face Shadow with the alternate art. Ninjutsu 2 and 2 blue, flying. Whenever Thousand Face Shadow enters the battlefield from your hand, if it's attacking, create a token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. The token enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. It's a 1/1. So that's the alternate art of him, and he is dope. So he looks cool either way, regular art or special art. And then we got another dragon, Kyrie the Swirling Sky. She's 4 and 2 blue, legendary dragon spirit. She's a 6/6 flying ward 3. When Kyrie the Swirling Sky dies, choose 1. Return any number of target non-land permanents with total mana value 6 or less to your owner's hand. Mill 6 cards, then return up to 2 instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. So, from what I hear in the lore, Kyrie is pretty much a loner or whatever, and she loves kind of keeping to herself, staying away from people, and discovering information for herself. Hence her whole let's grab some instants and sorceries, because she likes knowledge, but she doesn't like to deal with a lot of people. So unlike her former ancestor, Kaga, that dragon, spirit dragon, was very big on protecting the people, especially the moon folk. So there we go. And she's a mythic. And then we have the Goblin Shaman. Whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token, and a samurai. So just to recap, we only got 2 more boxes left. We are coming to the finish line. 2 packs left. We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mythics. 8 mythics out of a total of 12 packs. That's a good freaking ratio or whatnot. And these are all your pretty decent to good to great rares. And here's our boo-boo pile of rares right here. Got our tokens and our full lands. And then we have our Satoru Umezawa promo. We're looking real nice, guys. We're looking real nice. So now we're going to get into the last little bit. Let me move these mythics over one more smidge so we have room for the rest of the rares that's going to drop here. All right. Now, keep your fingers crossed. Whatever y'all want to see, let's ask the magic Watsy gods for it and see if we can pull something else that's great. Alrighty. The next to last pack. Let's see what we're going to get. A Moth Rider Patrol. It's a 1-drop Moth Fox Warrior. Pay 3 and a white. Tap target creature. 2-to-3 ratio, not bad. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's a good ass ratio. Excuse my French. That's a flying creature, a Shrine Steward, Touch the Spirit Realm. This one does the Flicker enchantments. Y'all know I'm the Flicker guy. I got plans for cards like this, and so I did give me one of these, and I do have some Flicker in one of my decks. Hopefully, I'll get to play it on Black Magic Commander games in one of those, and I'll let you see that. How do you know it's an Eshin? Or did you see Eshin? You did get an Eshin, but I'm saying, do you know the Flicker's in Eshin? We ain't gonna talk about it no more. I'm gonna move on just so y'all can be surprised. Blossom Prancer. And then we have the Long Reach of Night. Oh, you want to know if we got an Eshin? We do have an Eshin. Let me I'll just take a quick backseat before we finish. We got time, guys. We want to see the good stuff. But let's let this man see what he got here on his packs. Messing up all my piles. I worked hard to get this pile here, sir. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. And here we have it. Eshin alternate art. He is alive and well. He is alive and well. I'll put him there for you. You can still see him. All right. Continuing on here. The Long Reach of Night. This is the from the Kami Moijin of Night's Reach. Yeah, the old Moijin, who basically had Toshiro Umezawa as her basically her disciple. She gave him power, and she's the one that sent that man to not Kamigawa, but to Dominaria, which is why we have Umezawa's on Dominaria, because after he worked with Hedasugu and helped the spirits defeat Kanda, she was very mad for her power being used in that way, and she kicked him off the Dominaria because she didn't want to kill him because she still liked him. So, yep, that's how we got Umezawa's on Dominaria, just so you know. Hopefully, when we go back to Dominaria, we see another Umezawa. But her first pip is her first and second pip is each opponent sacrifices a creature unless they discard a card. It flips itself, exile and returns to the battlefield on the third pip, and then you get Menace. It's a spirit enchantment creature. Whenever Animus of Night's Reach attacks, it gets +X +0 until end of turn, where X is a number of creature cards in defending player's graveyard. So, yep. She just buffs herself and swings for damage. All right. The Foily red lands, that mountain, still is good. You just can't get over them. One in every pack, right? Peerless Samurai, we've seen her. We got the Sorry Captain, which is this hasty, let me slap you in the face for 5 boy. So he's 3 and a Boros. Human Samurai has haste. Whenever Samurai Warrior you control attacks alone, it gets +1 +0 until end of turn for each Samurai Warrior you control. So if you got a field of Samurais on the field, you put this Joker down, swing, you can probably smack somebody for a good 8 or 10 or whatever, especially if they don't have any blockers. So just throwing that out there. Alternate art. The Zumi Prowler alternate art. This is the one when it enters the battlefield, gives a creature death touch or lifelink. Decent little artifact creature. Because that's the one other thing too, to keep in mind with a lot of these creatures from the set. You have a lot of them, if they're modded themselves, they're artifact creatures. And if they're biased to the old spiritual ways, they usually end up being enchantment creatures. So that's kind of a cool thing. That's why when you see some of these cards that require you to have an enchantment and an artifact, Watsi is expecting you to have some of these creatures on the field to go along with these enchantments and artifacts, so it's a little bit easier to pull off those abilities of those creatures that require that. So just kind of look inside there. We have the Blade Blizzard Kitsune, the only white ninja there is right now anyways. There's some interviews, there was talk about basically there's a ninja in every color. And so maybe if we come back to Kamigawa, we might get to see some more ninjas in different colors, which that would be pretty ostentatious. Just for the simple fact of I would love to see what a 5-color ninja would be, because you can't have all the ninjas in all the colors if you're not gonna have something to run in and try as a tribe. And yeah, that would be really cool to have a 5-color ninja and give me another white ninja to go along with it. I'm down with it. This guy is kind of not so great. He's a 2/2 with double strike, ninjutsu 4, 3 colors and a white. So I mean the alternate art for him is amazing. And I keep trying to find a deck I can fit him in. It's just I end up getting better cards and I have to take him out. But we'll see. I just want to hit ninjutsu somebody with him. It looks too cool not to. Then we have some more lizard blades to go along with the other lizard blades. This is your regular art, the 2-drop, 1 in a red equipment lizard. Has double strike, equip the creature for a reconfiguring cost of 2, give it double strike. So 1/1. And then we have our 5-color shrine, Go Shintai of Life's Origin. So this is the one I was telling you about. If you ever have an interest in those other shrines, this would be the commander for you. He's 3 and a 4. Legendary equipment, legendary enchantment creature shrine. Again, I want to repeat that shrine is not a creature type, it's an enchantment type. So changelings cannot be shrines. Ruberg, tap, return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever a Go Shintai of Life's Origin or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 colorless shrine enchantment creature token. 3/4. And by the way, guys, this is a mythic. So we are on it with the mythics. So that goes right there. Boom. And then we have the real extended art, Satoru Umezawa, 1 and a Demir. Legendary creature human ninja. Whenever you activate a ninjutsu ability, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This ability triggers only once each turn. Each creature card in your hand has ninjutsu 2 and Demir. He's a 2/4 rare ninja. Just like that one over there in the corner. Satoru Umezawa. And the funny thing is, in his lore, he runs the Reckoners. And he runs it on the guise of Umezawa. Now, there's speculation that he may not even be a Umezawa. There's kind of whispers going around, but people are too afraid to confront him about it because they don't want to die. So he very well could not be a Umezawa. We don't know, but nobody's asking questions. So until then, he is a Umezawa. So just a little bit of lore note there for you. Oh, and we have our first Planeswalker. Bum, 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 bum. Kaito Shizuki, the main man of the hour. This is the guy that the stories are all talking about. 1 in Demir, legendary Planeswalker Kaito. At the beginning of your end step, if Kaito Shizuki entered the battlefield this turn, he phases out. +1, draw a card, then discard a card unless you attack this turn. -2, create a 1/1 blue ninja creature token with this creature can't be blocked, which we saw the token earlier for him. -7, you get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search a library for a blue or a black creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. He comes in with 3 loyalty. So the cool part about him, most Planeswalkers you want to have come in with some kind of form of protection, so a blocker or something, but it's hard to keep that Planeswalker on the field. When this guy comes in, he just phases out at the end of turn, so he's protected for 1 turn at the very least. Still hard to get to that ultimate, but he at least gets to sit out a couple of turns, and that drawing is really good when you want to draw a card after attack, especially in a cutthroat ninja deck where you're already attacking anyways. Yeah, he just becomes draw every turn, additional card. So this is a mythic as well. So he's gonna go in that mythic pile. Boom, boom, boom. And that's that anime alternate art. And then we have a rare here, Invoke Despair, 1 and 4 black. It's a sorcery. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life, and you draw a card. Then repeat this process for an enchantment and a planeswalker. This is an amazing way to take stuff off the field. You definitely want to be heavy in black to really play this spell. But yeah, it's a really good one too. And then we got a treasure token. You got it. But yeah, man, we are coming to the final pack. I'm gonna just sit here for a brief second and just contemplate on that or whatnot. So are y'all ready? Let's count these mythics real quick. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mythics. It's almost one for every pack. If we get 2 mythics in this one, we will be there, guys. That is wild. Really great box, I must say. I feel like it's magical Christmas today. It's really cool. Some good pulls. That Jin-Gataxis is by far still that guy. Oh, and I did say that was the first Planeswalker. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not the first Planeswalker. Tezzeret was the first Planeswalker. I'll take that back. But Kaito Shizuki is my guy. All right. Let's do this, guys. Y'all ready? Uh-oh. We had a catastrophe. Hold on. I'll knock some stuff over. Mayday. Excitement overload. Let me move these cards from here just in case we don't want to start a fire or something behind my computer. Alrighty. Cool. So we there, guys. This is the last pack. Oh, yeah, it is. This is the last one right here. It is. I'm going to go back and review everything after we finish opening it so y'all can see. Last pack. Keep your fingers crossed. If you want something special, this is a time to pray for it. Let's do it. Crackling Emergence. I will go and speak on this one real quick because I did notice this. If you're in a Lands Matter deck, these enchantments are actually very useful. There are auras. Now, enchant lands you control. This one's 1 in a red. Enchant land is a 3/3 red spirit creature with haste. It's still a land. If enchanted land would be destroyed, instead sacrifice Crackling Emergence, and that land gains indestructible until end of turn. So that's really cool. So board wipes. This saves you from board wipes with your land. So you're really not in any kind of danger when you have this card on your land. So if you're running a Lands Matter deck and you got a lot of lands, makes for great attackers, it makes for great blockers because you don't lose your land, you just lose that enchantment. So something to keep in mind. Guardians of Ouroboros. This is a regular art of them, shiny wise. Moonfolk Samurai. Cuties, but disappointing. Futurist Operative. This is that guy that when he taps and attacks, he becomes a 1/1 unblockable, and you can pay the 3 mana, untap him to turn him back to itself. A 3/4. Prodigy's Prototype. 1 and a white and a blue vehicle artifact. Whenever 1 or more vehicles you control attack, create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token. With this creature, cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. Crew for 2. 3 and a 4. So if you're in a pilot deck, this is a very useful card there. Tales of Master Shishiro. This is a saga about Shishiro, the warrior, Orochi, whatnot. So he's just a vigilance hate creature when it gets to the end. Not that great of a saga, but you know, if you're running in green and you like counters, it's a good one for it. We go to our final foil full art land. Still pretty. Man, that is a gorgeous land. Yeah, with the rain going down and the swampy looking area, man, these cards, you can just hang them up on your wall like a portrait. You'll fall in love with them. So that's all I can say. It's kind of like one of those moment of silence type of things. They really won with this. We got the Aki Ronin, 7-Tail Mentor, Fanga Shigeki. We've seen these guys multiple times. Fugitive Operative. And then to our rare here. Weaver of Harmony. 1 and a green enchantment creature, Snake Druid. Other enchantment creatures you control get +1/+1. So it's a lure for enchantment creatures. Pay a green and tap it. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control from an enchantment source. You may choose new targets for the copy. Mana abilities can't be targeted. So 2/2. This guy right here is great if you're running enchantments, and he's great if you got some cool enchantment triggers. Especially for your sagas and stuff. Basically, he's there to trigger another. When the saga triggers once, you make it trigger a second time, things like that. So yeah, he's useful if you're into enchantments. So something to watch out for. Kami of Celebration. This card is from the pre-con of the Cheshire deck, the commander deck. This is just a full art, I mean not full art, but a borderless one here. That's 4 and a red spirit creature. Whenever a modified creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So this would be good in a Lelia deck or something of that sort. Anything that likes counters, it makes very good use for it or whatever. So you get that explosive draw or whatnot. So can't beat that. It's a regular little card. If it had flying, it probably lasts a little bit longer, but hey, you can't ask for more. Next up, we got the Mecha Titan Core. Mecha Titan Core is here. This is the guy that creates the Megazord. And it's a borderless one, so that's pretty dope. 2 colors, artifact vehicle, pay 5, exile Mecha Titan Core, and 4 other artifact creatures and or vehicles you control. Create Mecha Titan, a legendary 10/10 construct artifact creature token with flying, vigilance, trample, lifelink, and haste. That's all colors. When that token leaves the battlefield, return all cards exiled with Mecha Titan Core except Mech Titan, Mech Titan Core to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control. Crew for 2, it's a 2/4. So the cool part about this, even if the Mech Titan gets destroyed, you get all your stuff back, except for this guy, the Mech Titan. And if you have any way of like cloning this guy or anything like that, you can actually bring back all 5 items. So this is a really interesting card. Really, really dope. Yeah, it's the it's the Power Rangers, it's the Megazord. So I don't know why we didn't get a secret lair for that. I would have bought it. Unfortunately, I would have bought it. I can't help it. But yeah, I really love this card. I have yet to be able to pull it off to make the Titan, but I want to pull it off and kill somebody with it. I think that'd be kind of dope. But yeah, that's him. Going on to the very last few. We have Tribute to Hirobi. This is our rare saga in black. It's 1 in a black. The first 2 pips are each opponent creates a 1/1 black rat rogue creature token. Oh yeah, it's very scary when you think about it. It gives you lifelink, or the Mech type gives you lifelink and has haste and it's flying, and all those things are above, all the things above. And I mean, you pretty much can kill somebody real quick with that thing. So yeah, it's that dude. But I mean, if you put that much work into getting it, then yeah, you deserve to be able to kick somebody butt. After those 2 pips, you flip it around and you get Echo of Death's Wail. It's an enchantment creature spirit, flying haste. When Echo of Death's Wail enters the battlefield, gain control of all rat tokens. So it's not just the rats that you created, but if people are running a rat deck or whatever, you'll take all their creatures too. Whenever Echo of Death's Wail attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. So pretty cool little enchantment. And then for our final card, it's a rare, so no mythics this time, but hey, we got a whole bunch. Soul Transfer. This is a card that we have from earlier. This is the alternate art for it. 1 and 2 black. Sorcery, choose 1. If you control an artifact and an enchantment as you cast a spell, you may choose both. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Because it's a full alternate art, we're going to put it in a good pile because it's at the end. And then we have our token. Samurai Construct. Oh, and there we have it. Let's breathe a moment of relief. Just to recap on the boo-boo cards. Eganjo Uprising. Trash card. Invoke the Ancients. Trash card. And Teachings of the Kirin. Trash card. And then the last one was a Soul Transfer. We're going to put them with the good card because we got the cool alternate art there. Okay? But those cards hit these rares, not great at all. We have our big stack of commons and uncommons there. Oh no. How did I do this? Hold on one second. Let me stack these all together. As we come to a close here, I'm gonna just make room on the table here, guys. That's all. Put these out of the way. We got our tokens. Samurai, Construct, Treasures, Goblin, Shaman, Pilot, Treasure, Spirit, Tamiyo's Notebook, no Tamiyo. Spirit, Rat Rogues to go with that tribute to Hirobi. Some Samurai. And we have that Unblockable Ninja to go with Kaito. Cool. We have a plethora. Is that just like Ninja? I know, right? We have a plethora of the lands. Let's see here. Let's see if we can kind of get a gauge on what we got. Swamps, islands. It almost looks like we got 2 of everything. Islands. No, it's three islands and 3 forests. And then two plains, 2 swamps, and 2 mountains. Cut pretty nicely there. Pretty dope. So that's your lands. Cool beans. And then let's go through the good stuff. Satoru Umezawa. We got 2 of those guys. Boom, boom, boom. Got the Metal Gear Solid promo and your extended art. I think that was the only ones, right? We didn't get another one, right? Alrighty. We got Soul Transfer, regular, and alternate art. Put those on top of those. We have the Restoration of Eganjo, alternate art and regular art. Yeah, them lands are too amazing, man. That's the best by far. Got the alternate art and the regular art. Oh, we'll come back to that. We have, where is it at? We'll do the Kami then. We have the Kami of Transients, the extended art, and a full regular art. Or borderless, sorry, not, yeah, extended art. There we go. Yeah. Got those guys. What else we have clones of? We had, I know I had the Lizard Blade. Oh, here we go. The Lizard Blades, the alternate art, and a full regular art. Lizard Blades. I think that's all of the, nope. Well, we'll do the mythics separate. How about that? We'll keep them separate. Let's go with the, oh, yeah, we had the Tatsunari. So we got 2 Tatsunaris, the extended art regular and the regular art anime art, or the regular form anime art. The Tatsunari. I think that does complete all of the, oh no, the good clones here. Buseiju, Who Endures. These are the top cards that people are looking for right here. Everybody wants Buseiju. So you got the alternate art, borderless, and then you got the extended art of the regular art. These are your big prize winners here outside of that other guy. But these are big rares. Put those guys there. That's pretty dope. Put them in the pile. You got your Eganjo, Seed of the Empire. That land, pretty dope. Did we get any other lands? I feel like it was one more land. Maybe I'm tripping. All right, cool. So no more lands. We got Tameshi, Reality, extended art, regular art, he's all right, just like him for the story. And then I do stand corrected. We do have the Thousand Face Shadow, the anime art, and the full regular art. The regular art itself just looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, either one of these is a winner. These guys look good. We're gonna put them. I put them above the trees. Try to keep a little consistency all together here. We got the Moyojins. We got the red Moyojin. Should have went in the trash pile, but they're Moyojin, so I figure we'll keep them going. We got. I know we're getting a pile over here because everything's merging together. We got the white Moyojin and the blue Moyojin. So, I mean, if you want to make a Moyojin deck, you could. Got those there. We got the Spring Leaf Ninja. We got the Ascendant Acolyte. Two cool dudes there. We got the Shrine Lord Sasuke. Beautiful art. Like I said, mid to low tier kind of deck, but yeah, you can make her. She's fun. We have the Tribute to Horby. That's the one that creates the rat rogues and then takes them back. We have the Mech Titan Core. You have Kosei, Penitent Warlord. You actually consider that? Oh, doing Sasuke. I mean, nobody else makes Sasuke, so she would be one to make if you wanted to surprise people. And you can put some stuff in there that really can kill people too after the fact. I'm pretty sure you can make her pretty interesting. Kosei. We got Kami of Celebration. You got the Weaver of Harmony. He would definitely go with Sasuke. We got the Biting Palm Ninja. She's cool. We have the Aki Battle Squad. Hitting people up. You have the Drum Bellower, which is pretty much Seaborn Muse in white without the land untapping. Brilliant Restoration. You got some Graveyard Hate and Release to Memory as an instant. Kappa Cannoneer. The one-hitter quitter. Coyote. Your 5-color protect anything on the board. Lion Sash, alternate art. Eater of Virtue. Imposter Mech. We got the Invokes for Calamity and Invoke of Despair. We have the Marches, March of Wretched Sorrow and March of Swirling Mist, blue and black together. Ninjas Forever. Oh man, I want to see that if you make that, because I don't know what to do with Coyote. And then we have Ryu, the anime art, and Ishin, the anime art. So the 2 samurais. I'm assuming this is gonna be a pair. Those are your rares. And now to talk about the big boys. You have the Oni Blades. Blade of the Oni. The full extended art, and then the regular full. Go Shintai, the 5-color shrine creature. Spirit Sisters Calling. So it's when Coyote called her sibling dragons, and they woke up from the slumber to come and help save Kamigawa. Yep, the 2 samurai are there. They are definitely there. And then you have Let's go here first. We have Kira and Kura, brother and sister dragons. Kura is definitely by far the stronger, and Kyrie is definitely a cool backup piece. Both have foil. They're beautiful. Then we have the alternate anime art of Nashi, which is really cool. The adopted son of Tamio. Too bad when you get Tamio to complete the story. You got the anime art of Kaito Shizuki. Pretty cool stuff. We have the borderless full Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. Definitely goes with artifacts, but he is a shiny boy. And then finally, the Mama Jamma of it all, that Phyrexian written Jin-Gataxis. Some people might not even know what he says. I barely know what he says, but he is the big boy. So yeah, there you have it. Your good rares. How many mythics is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 freaking mythics. You think he's in another box? It's possible. 10 mythics out of 12 packs. That's 1 mythic per pack, essentially. That, to me, I think is a really, really good ratio. This box was, I guess, somewhat of a god box. This is like when Maurice pulls packs or whatever. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, that's what we got there, guys. I'll put the tokens on screen too. But yeah, so that's your winners there. That's the heat of the whole box. I want to thank y'all for coming out and checking out the pools. Definitely check out the Commander games, Black Magic Commander. Watch some of that gameplay. I think the game that came out Wednesday, where you see Satoru Umezawa versus Goro versus Jin-Gataxis versus Ryu, is very entertaining. So yeah, go look it up. Give me some thumbs up and some likes. Like this video, share it. That'll be awesome. Yeah, I mean, thank y'all for coming again, and hopefully we'll get to do another pack in the future here, hopefully in the near future, and we'll see how it goes. This definitely, if we was playing the booster box game, I'm pretty sure it probably would be over the price. Maybe I'll check that out too to see where we fell on price. All right, cool being, guys. Thank you again, Anthony, for allowing us to open this up for everybody and letting them see the joy that you're going to get and the excitement of opening that bad boy right there. And we will do this again, hopefully in the future. So thank y'all again. The gathering is in the black.